Hi everyone, it's Suey here. Today I'm going to do the mid-year freakout tag, which is the popular tag that goes around every year at this time, where people are assessing the books they've read so far this year and kind of giving a feel on how they think they're doing and kind of what's ahead maybe. I'm not exactly sure if we know who created this tag in the beginning because it has morphed quite a bit over the years, but I was tagged by Stuart Griffin. And I know that a lot of other people are doing this, so it's just kind of the thing to do at this time of year if you are participating in tags and booktube. Let's just see what I can come up with off the top of my head, because as you know, I don't plan anything out too much, which is probably, I don't know, maybe it's something I can do to improve. I don't know. I kind of like the spontaneous nature of some of these tags that I do sometimes. I don't know what you guys think, but here we go. We'll see what happens. I have printed off all the books I've read so far this year. I don't think I've forgotten anything, but this is about 25 books, which if my goal is 60, which I think it is, that means I am behind by a few books. If my goal is 50, I'm doing okay, but I think I'm at 60, and that means I need to read like 5 books to catch up. This is what happens when you do Big Book Summer. And you are stuck on a big book for a while. But I am stuck on a big book that I'm really enjoying, so I am just going to try not to stress about that. Anyway, let's see if I can answer any of these questions, shall we? The best book I've read so far in 2025. Let's see what I have rated a 5. Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 books out of 5, and that is 3 Wild Dogs by Marcus Zusak, Hello Beautiful by Anne Napolitano, All Better Now by Neil Shusterman, and Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. Out of those 4, which one would I say is the best? They're all so different. I mean, I lean towards Marcus Zusak just because I love his stuff so much, but I know his book is not going to be for everyone. Sunrise on the Reaping was especially surprising in how much I enjoyed it. All Better Now is, of course, awesome. Out of these 4, 3 of them are by favorite authors, so it's kind of hard not to love them, I guess. Best sequel you've read so far in 2025. Is Sunrise on the Reaping considered a sequel? Kind of, I guess, even though it's more of a prequel. So I would say probably that one. I am doing terrible with my goal that I had at the beginning of the year to read some sequels to series, to catch up on series. I don't think I've done any of it so far. These Infinite Threads I did read by Tahereh Mafi. That was a really great sequel. Those 2 might be the only sequels. New releases you haven't read yet but want to. As I've said before, I often don't keep up with new releases that much. Okay, Frederick Bachman, My Friends. I'm going to be reading that one in a couple months for book club. So that is one I haven't read yet, but want to. I'm hearing a lot of stuff about Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. That one's on my list, even though I'm always wary of her books. They're usually pretty good though. So yeah, I'm hearing a lot about that one, so I think I kind of want to read that one. Most anticipated for the second half of 2025. The things that I always talk about that I'm anxious to read are still on my most anticipated list. That would be maybe finally getting in some of these sequels behind me that I always talk about. I think what my problem is I'm so looking forward to reading them that I feel like the time has to be perfect where I can really, really just dive into it, you know? So that means I always procrastinate until the time is perfect, and the time is usually never quite perfect. I'm talking about like The Ember and the Ashes and the Darker Shade of Magic sequels, but I am really looking forward to them when I do finally pick them up, and also some Kristen Hanna books that I'm really looking forward to. I'm also going to be reading Leon Moriarty's Here One Moment for book club. I think that's a little bit later this year, so looking forward to that one. Biggest disappointment of 2025 so far. Biggest disappointment. Oh, there's nothing too... I've read only 2 Classic 6 books. I need to catch up on that one. Those ones I only rated 3s. So I'm maybe a little disappointed that I'm not blown away by the classics I've picked so far. That was Do Androids Dream, of Electric Sheep, and The Bell Jar. Both really intriguing books, but not like ones I just loved in my heart. Do you know what I'm saying? So maybe that's a little disappointing, I think. Book I rated 2 was The Soulmate, which I read for book club earlier this year, and I just thought that book was kind of stupid. But I didn't really have high expectations either, so it wasn't really like it was a huge disappointment. I guess other than that, I haven't been really that disappointed by anything so far. Biggest surprise of 2025. I think I'm surprised at how many audiobooks I've gotten in so far, and surprised by how many nonfiction books I'm reading. Those lovely books about sugar, a couple other memoirs and things. Everything usually happens about how I expect it. Favorite new author or debut or new to you? Oh, most of the ones I've loved are my favorite authors. So maybe Ann Napolitano, because Hello Beautiful was awesome, and I've never read her before, so she would be new to me. So I guess I would probably have to say her for that one. Newest fictional crush. Who was I crushing on? I haven't read like a very swoony romance this year so far. And Instant Karma was fun, and Better Than Revenge was fun, but I don't remember like really crushing on. The Instant Karma guy I really quite liked, actually. I forgot his name already though. And the new dude that was introduced into Harry Mafi's book, These Infinite Threads, is pretty intriguing, even though he was introduced as a bad guy. He's not really a bad guy. Gosh, I can't remember anybody's names right now though. Let's see, a new favorite character. The characters in All Better Now were great. Would they be my favorites? Maybe. Hey Mitch. I really, really loved his young character in Sunrise on the Reaping. He might be a favorite because he was never a favorite before, so maybe he is a new favorite character now. I would count him, I think. A book that made you cry. Hello Beautiful made a lot of people cry, but I don't remember actually really crying in that one. Bell Jar didn't really make me cry either, although it should have. Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing by Matthew Perry made me feel real heartsick, but I don't think I actually cried. I don't think I really cried in anything. 3 Wild Dogs. Actually, did I cry in that one? It was been too long ago, I can't remember, but if I didn't, I probably came real close. Yeah. A book that made you happy. 3 Wild Dogs. It was happy and sad, both at the same time, as pet stories usually are. I've read a lot of saddish books so far this year, besides my fluffy YA rom-coms that I always like. Yeah, I guess I would have to stick with 3 Wild Dogs on that one too. And Lunar New Year Love Story made me happy because it's such a fun graphic novel, romance, love story. Yeah, it has all the things, so that one made me happy. Favorite book to movie adaptation? Well, we're waiting to see how Sunrise on the Reaping turns out, right? We're also waiting real anxiously to see how Project Hail Mary turns out this year. I haven't really watched any movies that were books, but those two I'm really looking forward to for sure. A favorite video this year, like a video? What video? What video are you talking about? Prompts? Are you talking about video that I made? I really like my video that I made of a trip I went on with my parents to southern Utah. Have you seen that one yet? Lots of fun sights. I always like those vlog videos because they're so fun to make, and that's the only one I've really made so far this year, I think. I didn't look up my videos. What's your favorite video I've made this year? I think they've all been pretty ho-hum, lots of tags, and nothing very exciting. Oh, I know what it was. It was the video I made of making the little free library. Okay, that's the favorite video I've made. That one was accumulation of clips that I've been taking all year long, and we finally put it up, and I finally put the video together about a month ago, so go check that out if you have not. The most beautiful book you've bought so far this year or received. I can't even think of a book I've bought this year. I didn't ever talk about this, but when I went to LA, I bought this one at the little bookstore that we tracked down on Venice Beach. The Sirens of Titan by Kurt Vonnegut. It is not a beautiful book. It is interesting, but I wouldn't say beautiful. We're reading this one for book club in a few months, so I'm just putting it aside until that happens. Maybe the most beautiful one is All Better Now. Have you seen that one already? 1,000 times, probably. How about that one for a beautiful book? That's a new book I got this year. I think the cover's pretty cool, yeah. What book do you need to read before the end of the year? There's so many I need to read. There's lots on the book club list that I've already mentioned. I think I need to read a V.E. Schwab book, whether it's the sequel that I always talk about or her new one that I have on hold on my Kindle, or just something. I haven't read anything by her yet this year, and I need to read something by her this year. Did you know she came to the local bookstore like last week, and I didn't realize it was happening until it was kind of too late, and I already had something going on, and I didn't go see her. All right, everyone is tagged. Everyone has to do this. It's part of being on the BookTube community. You have to tell us your status at the mid-year mark. Freak out, mid-year freak out tag, we call it. You all are tagged. You have to do it. There's no choice in the matter. Until next time, happy reading. Bye.